Let's look at our matrix and see what we're working on for Thursday. It says Lesson 4, do independent practice numbers 2 through 6 on pages 551 through 552 in your math packet. Yesterday on Wednesday we started Lesson 4 and you did guided practice, and it's talking about making bar graphs. And today is a continuation of that on your independent practice. On questions 2 through 3, the directions say complete the tally chart. Use the tally chart to make a bar graph. And so here you can see your tally chart. Here you can see your tally marks. And what you have to do to finish it is figure out what your totals are for each of these. Then take that information and build a horizontal bar graph with the data from your tally chart. In this one down below, left-handed or right-handed, here's your tally marks. Make your totals, and then you're going to take this data and you're going to put this one into a vertical bar graph. So horizontal on number 2, vertical on number 3. Over on the Brain Builder side, it says use the data to fill in the bar graphs. Alyssa took a survey to find which juice pop flavors 15 friends like. 6 voted for cherry, 5 voted for grape, 2 voted for orange. The rest of her friends voted for lime. So some of these juice pops, cherry, grape, orange, and lime, gives you an actual number of votes for that particular flavor. There's one, the lime, it doesn't have a number. So you're going to have to do some calculating in here to figure out what the lime got for votes. On number 5, Luke took a survey of 18 friends to find their favorite soup. 4 voted for chicken soup, 6 voted for vegetable, the same number voted for tomato soup and noodle soup. So once again, you've got some data, but the data is incomplete. You'll have to figure out what you're going to put in for tomato and noodle soup. Then down below, number 6 says, suppose each square in the favorite soup graph above is worth 2 votes. How would your bar graph change? So each one of these squares isn't going to count for just 1 vote now. It's going to count for 2 votes. How would that change the look and how you might build or count on that bar graph? So let's make a real quick bar graph just to make sure we're understanding what we're going to do. I just took some shapes from nature. Fish, snails, stars, and butterflies. And the first thing I could do, I wouldn't have to do this, but I like to do it, is I make a tally chart. Just I want to make sure that I've counted correctly and I've got everything accounted for. So I've got my fish. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have my 6 tally marks in there. So I'm going to put my total at 6. My snails, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got my 4 tally marks right there. So I'm kind of double checking, I'm counting, and I'm counting my tallies. Stars, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put my 5 in there. And the butterflies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 butterflies, 8 tally marks. I'll put my total in as 8. So now I've got all my shapes counted. I've got my tally marks figured in. I've got my totals done. Now I just transfer that information into a bar graph. And this is going to be a horizontal bar graph. So for the fish, I have 6. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll make that a color. Let's see, I'll make that one red. My snails, I had 4. So I just count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll make that one a different color. Maybe make that one yellow. Stars, I've got 5. So I count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe I'll make the stars orange. And my butterflies, I had 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll make my butterflies green. So there you can see, I can take my data that's in my tally chart and I can see my totals and everything, but in a bar graph, it's just really, really easy to see which one has the most, which one has the least, and you can make all kinds of questions and answers and calculations based on just looking quickly at this bar graph. So bar graphs, another way to show information. Work on your independent practice, and hope this was helpful. Have a great day.